All right, so today is Sunday, March 1st, 2026. I didn't realize it was the start of a new month. Holy shit. Um, last I remember it was, well, I guess it was the 28th yesterday. So that explains a lot more on the bus fare thing. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just very confused what just happened. Um, anyways, so went to the gym last night. Got to see the cute, weird girl. Or I can't say she's weird. The cute girl who works out with a friend. At the end, she was on the treadmill staring at me, so I was like, okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I mean, she got a good, decent workout, and I got a decent workout. I did chest, back, or chest and abs last night, and I did about 15 sets if you want to include my warm up, which I don't want to include, so I did 12. So uh, I did. See, first I did push-ups and pull-ups and push-ups. I did those are my warm-ups since it's body weight. And I'll take care of this in a minute. Let me pull it up. I did pull-ups, push-ups, and yeah. First off, I did 61,000 in volume. So that being said, for my back workout, I nailed it. Let's see, click on it. Do one more. Okay, so I did pull-ups, push-ups, and then I moved over to the Smith machine real fast, and I did. First, I did regular bench presses. I'm at 170 on that, which is dope. I did several sets actually, if I'm being honest, 3 sets of that. So, the one thing I was sitting there thinking about while I was doing bench presses, or not bench, I was doing regular bench presses first. I did 3 sets of those at 170 at 10, 11, 9, and 10. But I was also sitting there thinking about it while I was doing my incline bench presses, because I looked over and saw somebody had drug out the decline bench and stuck it into the Smith machine. While I was doing that, I did 170 at 10, 12, and 11, so I might have to move it up a little bit more. But I was sitting there thinking about it, and I was like, what is another variation that I could do of this? And I was sitting there thinking, wide grip. So I ended up doing wide grip as well, which I did. Let me see if I can find it here. I ended up calling it a bench press for the barbell, which even though I said, because we don't have any barbells over 60 pounds, I was doing 115 pounds, and I was like, first I was trying, what was it? I was trying a little bit less, but I was like, that's too much. What the hell? So yeah, I ended up doing 115 at 15, then 10 and 15. So I might have to bump it up a little bit. Then I just decided to stay with the back, so I did the ISO lateral horizon bench at 73 for 28. Well, it was 16, I think, or whatever, first. Then I bumped it up 5 pounds, and I did 78 pounds, which is 5 more pounds for 30, or 15, because I counted each arm individually. And I did 78 for 26, which meant that was 13. So I was like, okay. I was struggling to get it up at 78 at the third set, so I was like, okay, whatever. Then I quickly moved over to the cable row machine where I did 200. I started with, well, I did wide grip. No, wait, V grip at 205. I did 12. I moved it up to 215. I did 9 and 11. So I was like, yeah. And then did single arm rows. I was doing 100 pounds at 10 an arm for the first 2 sets and 9 for the last set. So that was cool. And then did something else. I did V grip. Oh, I did bar grip at 205 as well for 10, 9, 11 for 205 pounds, which is cool. Then I moved over to did 3 sets on the lat pull down. I did close grip, which is the V grip I did. We're at 160 for 10, 12, and 11. Where's the rest here? I did it kind of wonky. And then I did it just the regular lat pull down with the bar for 160 for 10, 8, and 8. So I was so happy about this. I moved up weight on the single arm lat pull down. I was doing, I think, 90 or 95 or something like that. And I bumped it up to 100 because I was like, fuck it, why not? I was doing well over that. I was doing my rep list or set weight or set. Yeah. Where I was doing like 12 a set. So I bumped it up. I think I was doing, the last one I was doing was 90 pounds, I guess. Yeah, 90 pounds. So I bumped it up to 100. And I did 6 of those initially. And then I did a total of 16. So what? 8. And then another 6. So yeah, it was a pretty good eventful day at the gym. And then I went to work where the truck didn't show up till as I got there. I had 3 pallets of salads, 2 pallet and a half of wet wall, quarter pallet of, well, it ended up being about a quarter pallet total of berries and grapes. And then 2 pallets of apples and citrus, which were mostly avocados and fucking clementines, both 3 and 5 pounds. So I quickly just separated all that. And then went to lunch, came back and worked on the 2.5 pallets of dry I had, which took me like 15 minutes. And I was able to finish up with cleanup and be out of produce by 3:47, which made me feel good because I didn't have to deal with the old douchebag. But yeah, I made my night because I don't get to see the sun very often. And so I got to see the little bright sunshine, as I call my life, or as call them, is I got to see G, I got to see D, I got to see the cardio bunny again, and then I got to see the cute girl that is always working with a friend. So it was a pretty good night, all in all. And hitting 16 PRs, it was just made it even better. So, anyways, I don't know what else to say, so I'm gonna upload this while dinner cooks, and I'm gonna watch TikTok, and yeah, then I'm gonna go to bed because I gotta be at work an hour early tomorrow. Um, I did think about going to the gym and seeing if I can make it there in time, but I don't want to risk it. So I think tonight I'm just gonna chill at home and still use it as my rest day. So, anyways, that's all I got for today. So I shall catch you tomorrow. Later. Stop recording.